Hi, I'm Phoenix Adonai. I'm an alchemist, and this is the ability to see from one polarity to the others and to see the relationship between those polarities. It's an healing modalities. And today I want to talk about something that is a little bit difficult, but it's important. And I really want to put that in the energy, put that in our collective mind. It's about the gender. I think it's the most important hermetic principle because it's the most encompassing. It's what enables life creation. And you have to understand that polarities are what makes everything. So it's the two opposite creating interaction and cycles and movement and gender. It's polarity and complementarity, meaning that we both have the two gender in interaction in ourselves, and everyone have his own equilibrium, creating a unique self that we are, each of us, and everything in creation. So everything is both feminine and masculine. It's for example, it would be love as a concept. Feminine is love, which enable creation, and it's the full potential of everything. It's the power, the ultimate power of the universe. It's creation. It's life, feminine, because obviously, life come from the gift made by feminine. We see that in children, born from women, from their body, and from any feminine in animals, in anything. Masculine. So feminine will be the anything having in the material life a physical attribute of feminine will be the responsibility of creating life, sustaining life. That's the someone or something that has a major feminine attribute as the responsibility of life and creation. Masculine don't have that responsibility fully. They of course participate because both gender are what create anything that is a unit. When you say something is something, it's because both gender are expressed in form, because we are in the material world. So let's talk about material. So in that way, the masculine have the responsibility to protect the creator of life. That's the responsibility of masculine, to enable creation, but they don't have directly the responsibility. It's kind of their gift, and it's, I don't want to say curse, but it's difficult because, you know, to create life and at the same time to let go that it's not you that have the full charge of it, it's difficult. And even more because masculine is kind of the guardian of life, as feminine is the first actor, enabler of creation, the first responsibility, the direct responsibility of creation. So masculine have the guardianship of the guardian. So it's a bit, yeah, it's hard because it's stressful, you know, you don't have full responsibility, but still you do. So we see now in our societies a very nasty unbalance by the patriarchy of that difficulty of the masculine, because when it becomes control to possess, then it's a restriction, and no gender can go on top of the other, because then it's an imposition on free will. And this is like the thing that is the most, I would not say dangerous, but that's what causes karma, negative karma. It's like destruction. Because you could say that, for example, feminine, it's the potential. It's the full potential from where anything can come to life. All possibilities are in feminine. That's why it's creation. It's the full spectrum of what is and what is not. Masculine, on the other side, would be the unique, the definition, the limitation of one, of something, someone. And you could say that feminine would be the 0 point, which is the infinite potential and the equilibrium. And if you put that on a scale, then masculine would be the positive, like enhancing creation, or the negative. And if you want to define which is positive, is like divine or not, feminine is always divine, because feminine is creation, is love, it's the basic energy of everything. And masculine, it's the determination, it's the choice, it's the action, it's the direction you choose. Is it, if it's divine masculine, it will be an helping life, sustaining life, encouraging, and make it more full. But if it's not divine, it's kind of the non-masculine, because then it's destruction, then it's control, then it's imposition, superiority. You have to do what I say, you have to be like I want, because I decide for you. So we live in a society where imbalance is the norm, and control is everything. For example, laws, human laws, are control. The normality go against the unicity of each and every one of us. We are put in groups, in categories, and for example, white, female, male, young, old. We have numbers. We have, level of money, level of da-da-da. We all are. All those systems goes against the unicity that is what we all are. The only normality in the entire universe is unicity. That's the logic of things. It's not like our societies don't follow the laws of nature, like we don't follow the laws of God, of creation. That's why we are destroying the planet. That's why we are in destruction, because the masculine is taking over for so long. So we are always in balance. And it's not to say, oh, it's the fault of, it's no. It's for every one of us to realize and decide, because we all are masculine and feminine. It's not women and men, because the physical expression is only something that happened in the physical world that is a very short period in the overall existence of a soul, because the soul, our soul was existing before our life, before we were born, and will be existing after. The material experience we have is a short moment to very intense for our soul to learn. And the gender that we have in material is because the material is a slow energy. So it looked like it's fixed, but that's part of the experience. When we have a gender as a body, is because we are here to experiment that responsibility of that gender. That's it. It's just a positioning that we experience, and everything in the material world is a positioning, because the material world is the experiment of the limitation, which is the power of masculine. It's the choosing. That's why humanity could be called men, because it's in the physical expression we are experimenting the power of the masculine, which is the power of choice, which is the power of free will. So what we are going to do with that, and non-masculine is non-respect of life. And this is for each and every one of us, because the masculine power is to choose. So we all choosing our life. If we don't choose, it's because we don't take our own power of choice. So this is food for thought. I invite you to think about that. It's very important. We have to consider our own responsibility. So blessings. I wish you the best. And thank you for listening. Good day.